Hi everybody, it's Rissen here in Minnesota at the Wisdom Labs Green Room, taking the opportunity with the amount of people that we have here to pull some people aside for one-on-one interviews. Talk to people about them, how they got started, how they're feeling about things, connections that we've made here so far, and bonding our teams together, or just whatever somebody wants to talk about. So yeah, looking forward to it. Welcome back. We have Chippy.
Hi.
Which is one of the names
Yep.
that I got told, but is that like your preferred moniker?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got Miguel, which is my actual name.
Yeah.
We got Chippy, and then Luffy's like a screen name.
Gotcha.
One Piece enjoyer.
So, quick introduction.
Sure.
Who you be, what you do,
Yeah.
who you do it for.
Okay, yeah. So I work at Wisdom. I do web development there and kind of doing more software engineering level things now. So website management, I've been working on some tools lately for TFT and for League of Legends. So that stuff should be they're in the works at least. And
Yeah.
then obviously helping out with DFK now.
So are you under that labs group?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm under the labs group, the core of the labs group that's actually on site. And then within that team, everyone kind of has their own responsibilities with whatever projects are coming in, but I get to work mostly with whatever internal wisdom things. So
Yeah.
it basically allows me to get experience with whatever clients that we're working with. So working with DFK now, I get some experience messing around with game development and game design, which was my minor in college actually. So it's nice to be able to put that to use, I guess.
Are you the guy that wears many hats?
Yeah.
That just solves problems?
Yeah, they call me the wild card right now. So
Yeah.
it's basically like, guys, we need this. Who's gonna do it? It's like, okay, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, first one to raise your
Yeah.
hand.
Nose goes, and then it's just, okay, guys, I'll just do it.
From the other side that isn't software and technical and educated
Yeah.
skills, that's kind of the role that I've played with the DFK. I probably have had 6 different titles in the year and a half this project has been open.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been trying to at least work with other teams so that I can understand that side of things. So for example, I've been really close with production recently because the tools that we're making are for that show.
Yeah.
And that's given me a whole new avenue of seeing this is the things that they're missing, or being able to, maybe I can insert myself in this process and make it easier for you guys.
It's a great position to be in because you don't know, for one, when that information is going to come up and be useful in another situation.
Right, exactly.
But then you're also an invaluable person because you can fill in so many different roles and slots.
Yeah. I also think it's an interesting way to figure out, how is this actually helping people? How is this helping my coworkers rather than just making this tech because it's cool or whatever. So
Yeah.
I like seeing it being applied, basically.
Well, I appreciate you taking a couple of minutes of your
for
time.
Sure. No, I appreciate you.
You've been a blast this whole time that we've been here.
Yeah, no, I love having you guys here. Honestly, it was much more fun than I was anticipating. Not to say that I wasn't anticipating.
And when you hear one of our partners is coming for a visit, it can either go super corporate style,
right, exactly,
or it could go, we're on the opposite end of the spectrum of we want to nerd out.
That's mostly what I was reading. I was like, man, it's either gonna go super corporate or we're just gonna be messing around and having a good time and chatting.
I think more work gets done that way, because that's where Ian was saying that gives him outside perspectives.
Yeah, it's been fun. Also, being able to put a face to the screen name is nice too.
Yeah, we're actually real human beings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're not all one person.
True, that too.
Well, thank you, Chippy.
Yeah, of course. It's been great. Thank you.
Welcome back again. I have the wonderful Magnus. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What you?
Good. You enjoying yourself here so far?
Yeah, it's been fun. Wisdom has a really cool space, 2 spaces actually, in the studio and the offices. So really impressed by everything.
Are you as jealous as I am looking at some of these setups?
Yes, I'm very jealous, especially the Smash setup they have.
Yeah.
I think you can press a button to switch between Smash and Xbox. So
yeah, that's really
good.
Nice. They have PlayStation, Xbox, and Wii, all just controller setup, big TV. And it's all plug and play. You pick up a controller and just start playing. We spent a couple hours doing that.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't got to try it out yet.
I think the biggest thing I'm jealous of is when we went into Wisdom Labs room and they have like 48-inch ultra like curved screens.
Yeah, those are insane.
Yeah, and then they have them backed up to each other, so they're sitting on opposite sides of the table. It's kind of like a cubicle wall, but it's just a giant
Yeah, it's just
monitor.
made with monitors. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have the same one and same monitor. We're both jealous of theirs because it like wraps around. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, we have nice monitors. There's nothing wrong with what I have, but like, you see your friend has something just a little bit nicer.
Yeah.
I also liked a lot of, I know this is more on our side, but the level of production stuff that they have has made me and DT very jealous and wanting. But I think anytime we might just look at the opportunity of like, hey, maybe we'll just make another trip up to Minnesota and use their production.
Yeah, for real.
It might be more cost effective than trying to get any of this stuff for ourselves.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, whoever is like the professional to set this up is amazing. They did a great job. Everything's super clean.
They have quite a few background. I met one of the techs today, the guy that actually handles all the servers and everything that makes all this work. He looks stressed out though.
Yeah, sure. Got a lot on his plate.
Yeah. So last thing that I'll ask is, so what is your experience so far in meeting the Wisdom team and being able to connect with them and kind of seeing behind the scenes of what they have going on?
Yeah, they're all super chill. It's just been really cool to see like the different like talents people have and like talk to them a little bit about those specific things. And yeah, I'm just surprised at kind of how well-rounded everybody on the Wisdom team is, and they've been super friendly and welcoming since we've been here. So
Yeah, it doesn't seem
really
like they're
good.
lacking for talent.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's no one part of their company where I'm like, you could use something. No, this guy wears 6 hats. This guy has multiple degrees. Like, yeah, we can pretty much figure out anything we want to do.
Yeah,
So
seriously.
it's an amazing partner to be with, and like this is what I imagine the kind of company feeling that we would have if we all worked in the same
Oh
place.
yeah, it sounds like a great culture, and yeah, I think we developed something similar as well.
Yeah, so
It's just a fun place to hang out and get stuff done. Too,
definitely
so.
no culture shock.
Yeah.
It's very familiar faces, familiar thought process. I'm very happy that this is our partner. I was happy before, but now it's just like that next level of excitement, seeing their dedication and what their view is.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely confirmed. There's a lot of synergies there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, Magnus, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, sure thing. Thanks for having me on.
Welcome back. We have the fantastic Hubert. How's it been with collaborating with the guys here so far?
So far it's been good. We've had a lot of meetings where they're being very hospitable for us. It's been nice. Really good to meet everybody in person. You know, we talk a lot just over voice all the time, but still, like actually meeting people in person, it's been nice. It's very also like, I think we just kind of showing our camaraderie that we've been able to develop just online. It's like really, as soon as we meet, it's like, oh hey man, we're hugging and stuff. So it's
Yeah, I was talking to Chippy earlier, who's on the labs team, and he was like, already I feel more comfortable. I didn't know how this visit was going to go. You could either go super corporate or not, and
right.
it felt like our chemistry as a company is very similar to their chemistry as a company, to where if all of us were in a standard location, it would feel very similar to this.
Right. Yeah, I think there's also there was maybe a little bit of nervousness about just the, you know, we're serious, but we're not like trying to, you know, make anyone feel bad or anything. We want to make sure that everyone feels like we can work together, and then we're not like becoming stressed for no reason kind of thing. So it's really helping.
I do think that there's a value though in the fact that we all kind of are pushing for different reasons towards the same goal.
Right.
Like obviously we bother you guys because the thing that benefits us is when we push things out, but the reluctancy on a lot of it, especially now coming here and seeing some of the behind the scenes stuff that's happening, I have a lot more patience and thought process for it. I still want to give crumbs and like that's still my main priority, but I understand where we're at and I understand what you guys are going for in a much deeper degree. And once people start seeing that stuff come out, they'll be able to look like hindsight 2020 of being able to understand everything we've said and everything we've done, why we've done it that way.
Right. Yeah, I wish we could work faster than we do, but yeah, we're what's coming is going to be great. You know, we have that high standard, and we're going to make sure we're meeting that before.
Yeah, if we burned you into the ground, then this would get done maybe a week or two sooner, but then you guys would be dead for the next like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take the pace that we're at. We are still going to constantly keep pushing.
Yep.
You guys still hold back for quality, and we'll end up with a good result.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking a couple minutes to say hi. Is there anything that you wanted to let the community know?
You know, I always, thank you, community, for the support that you always have given us. I, wish I could give you more tidbits than I do. I wish the pace that we had was a little bit more, regular. But we really got to this point where what we're building has gotten so complex that it's hard to be able to promise that we're going to have, every week we're going to have a new class ready. With each kind of class that we're designing, we're adding new mechanics to the game, and sometimes that requires us to reevaluate things. So, it's a building process, and we're building something quite complex, but I think it will be very fun for everybody. I know that there might be a little bit of a barrier to entry concern on there, but if you think about it from like starting at like level 1, you're going to have only just a little bit of options as far as skills go, and then you kind of will be able to grow. So I think there's going to be a lot of room for everyone to get used to the system and really start to enjoy it, and we're really making sure that it's going to have the complexity and
right out the gate.
Like right out the gate. It's going to, if you've ever played Magic the Gathering or other like strategy games, we're trying to make sure that there's a lot of like, here comes an action, what's your response to it, and have the ability to do that.
I think it's important that we have a good base to start on.
Yeah.
And, there's no chance that this game is ever going to be done. It's a matter of patches and changes and meta shifts and introducing new features and new things. But if we can get past that point of here's the base that we're building off of, and that base is as solid as it possibly can be, that saves us so much development time in the future to be able to push out other features and abilities much faster.
Yeah. Once we get to that point of where we're no longer just building the system, but we're building components to add to the system, that's where it really is going to like kick into a different drive for us. So
yeah, well, I really do appreciate it, Hubert. Thank you for all your work.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
I was able, well, let's be honest, Bolon was able to convince Beetle Dude to turn around and sit down with me for a couple minutes.
It takes a bit of, coaxing.
You just need somebody with a little bit more pull than I have. Or did he trap it?
I almost ignored Bolon too, but...
Well, how's your experience been with Wisdom so far?
Yeah, it's awesome. Just seeing their whole setup here that I haven't really got a chance to check out yet, it's pretty amazing, and they have a great team. It's awesome to get to meet them in person.
Do you think if we had an actual office, it would be anywhere near as cool as this?
No. Maybe we'd have like one room that we could make.
One room would be the cool room.
Yeah.
Everybody else's would be like just tiny cubicles with big whiteboards.
I think
list of things you're doing badly.
The dungeon where they keep me and Fox and Magnus.
Yeah, I gotta imagine it's a little different. Also, even working in a different environment than your house, traveling and working.
Yeah, so I came off of a red eye to come here, so I was a little tired. I'm still probably a little tired, which is why I don't have all the energy that you guys have, but I know you've been traveling too. So.
Yeah, but we're just used to pushing our bodies a little bit more.
That might be, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to get back to the office in front of my keyboard. Get back to the nitty gritty, as they say.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for tonight, where we actually get some bonding time, play board games, and just like we're not introducing ourselves to 12,000 people.
Maybe another hot tub trip.
Yeah, and some comfort food is what I'm thinking we should get ordered tonight, rather than some of the higher class stuff.
What does that mean to you?
Let's just order a bunch of pizzas.
All right.
Let's not complicate our lives. The food's been delicious here, but
I was picturing like a mound of mashed potatoes, perhaps, but
pizza
like works too.
Comfort food.
Comfort food.
But that's a lot of prep work.
That is, yeah.
It's fun.
KFC, you know.
We could have catering for KFC. That's an option.
That's
But all right, I won't keep you very much longer.
Yeah.
Thank you for sitting down with me for a minute, Beetle.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Good talking to everybody.
See you next time.
Peace out.
This is weird.
Welcome back again. I decided to bring in the elusive Dragon Tea, who has been with the project for a very long time. You started originally like helping out as a moderator, right?
Yeah. I started as a knight, moderating the Discord. That was fun. That's
And
where I
then-
like learned everything about crypto.
Yeah, and then me and you started working together, and then you got hired onto the team, and you just haven't been able to get rid of me since.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. I love working with him, and yes, literally, I almost talk to him more than my own boss. It's because my boss trusts me a lot to do
Yeah.
a good job.
And
Which is great.
Dragon
Love
Tea,
you, Pi.
Dragon Tea, besides being the producer, pretty much has been the sounding board for every idea that me or Bolon have had, just to make sure that we're not just like going off on a whim. And any way that she could support us, she has. And obviously, we've gotten her more tools and capabilities to be able to do that. But primarily, your technical job is you do more like the graphic design, marketing stuff. And then we just steal you often.
Yes, yeah. I will say, I mean, these days I am a little bit more production based. The graphic work that I do is more so just to put into the videos. I'll still do some marketing graphics for the socials every now and then.
Or if we
but-
have like a release, I know
Yeah.
you, a lot of like the video trailers and things like that you've worked on. Or if the guys from the biz dev side of things need like a partnership, like collaboration video, you pretty much just knock everything out.
I do my best. I do. Yeah, the live streams, the various videos on YouTube.
The
I am-
AMAs.
The AMAs.
Hey, if the AMA does not get recorded, it's not me. Don't call me out on that.
It's
That's
me.
her.
Yeah, so I'm usually on the other side of the camera right now. This is new for me.
Yeah, I've definitely pulled you into this.
I'm getting
So-
used to it.
The last part before I let you go, I want you to give us an idea of your perspective. It's obviously different than any other event we've gone to. We just came from East Denver, that was much more normal. And then we come here and we meet all these people
Mhm.
and see all of this stuff and kind of get a chance for our two different companies to kind of coalesce and realize how closely knit we actually are. So what's your perspective on meeting all these people?
Well, it's very much feeling like being amongst kin in a way, where, you know, I have a few connections with the Wisdom team, and we already have gotten along great before I actually came to meet them, but actually being here, it feels a lot more like home than I thought it would, just because everyone here is the same amount of constructive and progressive and really just a team player when it comes to wanting to complete a good, solid final product. And at the same time, we're a bunch of weirdos.
Yeah,
We're
it
all
really
so
does not
weird.
hurt. Like tonight, we're literally going to be playing board games and Magic
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to
with
play
some of the
Magic.
Wisdom crew and some of our devs. But yeah, like that's the kind of things that you can do. And there's a lot of work that's being done also in the background, but you can't overlook how valuable it is to grow akin with somebody else. And it just makes the lines of communication a lot clearer, and it makes it a lot easier to collaborate in the future. So,
My interview's getting party crashed.
yes.
Guys, come here. Come hang out.
Well,
Come sit on my lap, Bolon.
Dragon Tea.
Gross.
Horrifying. We
That
need to
was.
edit that.
Creep.
Well, meanwhile, let's end it by saying thank you, Dragon Tea, for joining me.
Thank you for having
Thanks,
me.
Dragon Tea, for doing a bunch of things, for making us look less ugly.
You can't be helped all that much,
That's
but
fair.
you're welcome.